Welcome to Double Your Reading Speed Now, a quick course in speed reading. Do you read fast enough? Do you need an edge to satisfy the reading demands this information age has placed upon us? Would it help you to double your reading speed? One of my favorite tricks when I was teaching psychology of learning to graduate students was to offer them Dr. Clarke's 2-minute course in speed reading. I'd give them a timed reading test before, tell them the first technique I'm about to tell you, then I'd time them while they practiced the technique. Everyone improved their time immediately while learning the technique. You can too. Okay, here's the secret of how to double your reading speed right now, quick and dirty. When reading physical texts, place a bookmark or a tri-folded piece of 8.5 by 11 paper vertically above the text. As you read each line, draw the bookmark down the page, covering the line you've just read. That prevents your eyes from backtracking and you from rereading something you've already seen. Almost everyone has a tendency to reread, and about half your potential speed is lost in that one habit. Prevent the habit and double your speed instantly. Let's see that bookmark trick once more, close up. Preventing backtracking is not all the trick does. Having that mark in place helps you focus both your eyes and your attention on the line you are reading. Having a focus will additionally increase your speed, and you can gradually push yourself to even faster reading by moving the bookmark over the line just a little before you've actually finished the line, encouraging your eyes to move a bit faster than your norm. After breaking your backtracking habit, you may want to go further. An additional increase in speed can be made by learning to see words in groups. Have you ever noticed that it's easier to read magazines and newspaper articles than most books? That's because the text is in columns, and the lines are so much shorter that you can see an entire line at a glance. When lines are longer, as in, say, a novel, you may be discouraged by that length and visually break down the line to individual words to read one at a time. To learn to read word groups instead of individual words, use the magazines and newspapers technique with the bookmark. Cut a hole in the center of the bookmark. Make that hole 1 line high and about 3 words long. Just measure an average column in a magazine or newspaper for height and length. Place the hole in the bookmark over the words you are reading and move the bookmark from left to right as you read the line, then down to the beginning of the next line. That way, you focus on groups of 3 or maybe 4 words at a time, not 1 word at a time. With shorter lines, you don't feel pushed to try for a whole line at a time until you're ready. Let's see that bookmark trick once more, close up. If you have trouble with grouping words, check to see if you are subvocalizing, reading word by word because you are reading with your lips instead of your eyes. Put your finger on your lips as you read. If your lips move against your fingers, you're subvocalizing. Also, listen to your thoughts as you read. Can you hear each word articulated rather than seeing pictures without even noticing the actual words? If you find you are subvocalizing, break the habit by keeping a finger on your lips whenever you read for about 3 weeks. That should do the trick. In case you're wondering, you can also use these techniques on e-documents. For non-scrolling text, you can use a floating screen ruler to do the same job as the bookmark does for physical text. With scrolling text, you can use your web browser or your word or text processor to simulate a tachistoscope. But that's a story for another tutorial. The foregoing techniques, combined with a lot of reading practice, should give you an amazing increase in speed. If you become an enthusiast and want more, by all means take a course or read books. It really is true that you can learn to read in excess of 1,000 words per minute. Considering that the national average reading speed is about 250 words per minute, you can see the advantages of being able to do so much more.